Welcome, friends. Welcome. A wonderful night of FACEIT League here. I've got some NA Expert playoffs for its lower bracket round 2. So we find ourselves here with our 2nd and 5th seeds fighting for their tournament lives this early in the bracket here. I had the bracket pulled up. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this. Get my ugly mug off the screen. Although I am very pleased with the way this background has come together here. Like, I've added some new little elements here in playoffs. You know, slowly but surely, getting better every day, friends. That's what it's all about. Just a little bit each day. A little bit each day. All right, let's take a look at our bracket. We're in top 12 at this point. We will be in top 8. Theoretically, by the end of the night, I don't know. There's some shenanigans going on. What are we looking at? Well, we're looking at Midori, your 2nd seed, and the only team that's been able to hand a loss to Nightmare Rotation all season long. Dropped the 3-0 to Amplify. They're in the upper bracket quarterfinals. Now, I will be bringing y'all the Amplify Alt Spartans upper bracket semis. Already planning on that one for Monday. That means Midori gets themselves in, or finds themselves rather, in the lower bracket. And now fighting for their tournament live. Sakura, a team that has done, exceptional all season long. You know, again, struggled, finding themselves on the business end of a 3-0. This one up against Boot Troop in the round 1 of that upper bracket. But do have a little bit of a confidence booster recently, as they were able to clean up against Re-Up and send the former Valentine squad packing here out of the bracket. Unfortunately, I always hate saying goodbye to teams, but you know what? You know, it has to be done. It has to be done. So we find ourselves in top 12. Obviously, it's everybody on the bottom half of your screen on the shopping board right now. See if they can reclaim their glory. I think Shikigami Midori is the most dangerous team here in the lower bracket. And with both of these teams, you know, coming in with very, very good records through the regular season. Because, Midori was 12-2. You know, firmly cementing themselves in 2nd place. And Sakura sitting there at 10-4. Right, where, you know, they kept their head above the plethora of 9-5 teams. There were 9-5 teams here in NA Expert. Had to have minimum 5 losses. A maximum of 5 losses. Minimum of 9 wins. Also, we have to look at this head-to-head. This head-to-head was the final game of the regular season. And it was a 3-0 for Midori. Now, from what I understand, we are getting a little bit of a different roster tonight from what we saw in this Week 7 matchup. So, Sparrow themselves, the captain of the squad, will not be playing tonight. Or at least not starting, from my understanding. So, I had to go back and find my notes. But we're gonna get Sky Sniper starting instead. So there is that. I don't know if how that's gonna affect things. And that could just be a double flex DPS. Kind of thing. We shall see. Keep an eye on this. It was a very decisive, dominant 3-0 here from Midori. Last time these two teams met with Ilios Midtown and Runasapi, map pool has not changed. Now, we have had the addition of 2 clash maps there for map 4, so both teams get a ban on map 4 now. But as far as just the general pool of maps, it is still the same here, heading into playoffs. So, with that said, let's get into some map bans. What is bound to be a banger. Hopefully not a repeat of the same 3-0, just in that, I'd love to see more Overwatch. I'd love to see Sakura bounce back here in this rematch and take some maps. Was an Ilios ban out of that team there to kick things off. There you go. All your map bans are in. Sakura does not want to see Ilios. He should put her on Zahana Oka or Watchpoint Gibraltar here in today's matchup. Midori abandoning out Hollywood and throwing a Venubis. That sound means it's time for me to turn down our copyright-free background music. It's Oasis, Kings Row, Runasapi, New Junk City, and Circuit Royale. Your map pool. Here for this lower bracket round 2. Both teams fighting to stay alive here in this bracket. I don't think either team expected to find themselves here. Talking with Vinarath a little before this, this series, saying that This is absolutely a must-win. Was certainly not expecting to drop a series against Boop Troop. In mad respect, Boop Troop came out swinging, but Sakura did not expect to find themselves here. I can only imagine Midori is in the same position, though I did not get that out of their mouths the same way.
Round one, capture the objective.
Oh, we are getting Sky Sniper in, indeed, with the double flex DPS. From both sides? No, negatory. Not on both sides. We're seeing a bit of the Ash here out of Kermit. And Sakura with a big rotation right out of the gate. Clockwise all the way around the map to get an angle on this high ground where they know the Midori are going to be sitting. Keep an eye on Zach on that flank. Cooper certainly is. Here, let's go check in on the Pharah here. Seeing the Pharah be able to put in just a lot of that chunky damage onto the Magas as they're backing away, particularly once the Cardiac runs out. Or even early damage to prevent an overrun from coming in. It was early damage onto Smurfy that ends up being first blood onto that tank. Midori now in a good position to grab first cap. They shall indeed. Chain's low, but just backs around the corner. Both healers still alive. Here comes Sakura back in for a second fight. Once again, keeping an eye on this angle. The peel from Smurfy into the back, but Kermit gets caught out on that left-hand side. The Ash seemingly very vulnerable there. Smurfy's going to try to go for the kill. Gets the trade, gets the barrage in a 4v5 fight. Goes to Sakura with a beautiful overrun and an even better follow-up there from Zach. Looking for kill number 4. Balti Cake will take it. That'll do. That'll do. That's going to be the gong of death and the flop, and the flip of the point. Flip, swap, whichever. Flip, flop. It's the flop flip. There we go. That's officially a flop flip from here on in. Aww. So I guess it's break meta now. I give nobody nightmares. Oh, Lucio will return one day, my friend. Orbital land, rally, duplicate, all thrown in here from Midori on this point. Chain's gonna invest the chain fight in this, well, the cage fight that is. They got 3 kills to show for it. I mean, it was their entire ult bank and quite a few invested from the other side. In fact, 4 invested there from Sakura as well. An 8 ult fight? Yeah, 1 DPS apiece held on to their ultimates. I mean, Zach almost built up to another ultimate. Let's be clear here. There's the overrun push. Ooh, Zach got caught on the wall there for a moment, but Zytek goes down on the approach. Kermit now onto a cast. Figures, you know what? If the Ash isn't going to work, still going to bring out a hit scan. This one a little bit better up close and personal. Zach moving in over the top. Got Cooper in the back. Give me some Zach Pop. There you go. There's some Zach Pop. I know, too little, too late, but you know, it's the thought that counts, I suppose. Midori trying to think their way out of spawn at this moment. With 62%, barrage ready to go. Zach had a very large one before. Trying to drop it in here over the top chain with the cardiac. Keeps everybody alive through it. The Death Blossom there in the back from Zaytax. Finds not only Zach, but Kermit as well. So both DPS fall to the dancing duelist. Now the Edgelord looks for everybody else to clean up on. I like how the edgiest of the heroes now just turns into the dancer hero. Hey, you know, the dance studio combo is pretty lethal. What can I say? Orbital Ray available here for Sakura as they push back onto this objective. Deadeye as well, but we're gonna get the attack in, the overrun from Smurfyax, and she's gonna take matters in their own hands. Rally is up here from Midori. Orbital was thrown in, and 3 kills go their way. They will hold on to this point as we get the C9 claim on chat. I don't know about all that. Like, I mean, the fight was going Midori's favor. The stragglers there from Sakura couldn't quite make it to the point, but I would not call that a bona fide Charlie Niner. I mean, we did get Murphy X's cage fight there. I mean, maybe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round. Capture the objective.
All right, Kermit sticking with a hit skate here. Can hang out on the high ground, particularly if Zach able to kind of provide some cover from this side. And it's exactly what the plan is. Just kind of fortify Sakura up on this top part. We are going to get a rotation here from Midori as they look to just close the gap. Don't want to go in giving a bunch of sight lines to both Zach and Kermit. But still, Zach is able to find a good pick there right out of the gate. Backs up, gets some heals. A little reward there for their trouble. Chain hanging underneath. Midori do get first cap. So Sakura, their patience kind of punished a little bit. But maybe will be rewarded now as a clear player advantage. Zatex has returned. Finds a kill onto Zach out of the sky. Tried to run down onto Kermit, but Kermit had all the reinforcements they need. No way a Reaper was getting through all that. Chain now just stuck here on the point, trying to find as much as soon as they can. Doesn't have cardiac, so will last for a while. Actually wins the duel. I mean, eventually it flips, but, you know, props to Chain for just being able to win that out. There was some good damage from Sky Sniper and the heals from Paradox thrown into the mix, who, by the way, is ready to go with this orbital. Wayne Mundi, thank you for the big raid. Thank you. I hope you had some great matches over there. Wayne Mundi, doing a lot of support, South American Overwatch. Give him a follow, both on Twitch and Twitter. Chain pushes out, immediately throws us in the cage fight. This moment, it just becomes off cooldown. Murphy X is low. Oh, punch damage just poured into that corner. The cage beam is another powerful combo. You know what? Anything comboed with cage fight seems to work well. You know, that's just, I think it's just the way it is. Dead even in percentage. Bolton Cake now with their own, oh, got the headshot. Orbital Ray to work with. Up to the high ground, Zatex hits with the Death Blossom. Ooh, but it's the cage fight barrage that does it. Thrown in jail and immediate Judge Juror Executioner. Zach seals the fate. Speed ring, overrun rush to try to close the gap there on Smurfix. Keep an eye. Kermit on the high ground has some good angles and coming up on a bob, but now there's two Malgas for Sakura to worry about here on this line. As such, we do get the rally popped. It's just Sakura kind of holding, waiting out this duplicate. Fortunately, the bob was not on the objective itself, so it did not deny the cap. Paradox coming up on an ultimate. Here comes Chain in with the move. Overrun used to get out. Zytex comes in from the wrong side. What spawn did you come from? Orbital Ray, yeah, immediately thrown right onto Chain's dome. Just shining off that big bald head. But Kermit still hanging out on this high ground? Yeah. Made their way into the backline to pick up that kill. Still Chain has this cage fight to work with. Could easily swing this the other direction. Drops down below. Health bars are looking low there from Midori, but nobody's going to fall. Sky Sniper is able to get a couple of final blows. The flip does come in, but Chain returns with the cage fight. And Murphy X is in a lot of trouble. Death Blossom from Zatex there to clean up, and that's the dance studio combo I've been talking about. Set the stage, drop the disco dance. The yellow bar disappears, and it's going to be a 1-0 lead here for Midori to kick off this lower bracket round 2. So the far combo working out well there. But not well enough. You got the big plays. You got the value out of the barrage. I mean, for the neutral, the Echo was doing a lot of work. 18 and 19 kills respectively there for the DPS out of Midori. And try to run this hit scan. You know, maybe it's just something where Sakura just does not have the second flex DPS player. Or, I mean, it might be a strategic choice, but I'm guessing the former, and maybe that's something that's hurting Sakura here in this meta. Midori seemed to be going strong though. It was a 2-0, but both of those rounds were pretty close. A lot of back and forth, no doubt. A lot of back and forth, and you can see in the stats. I mean, look at the damage output there from Sakura. Quite a bit more. I mean, double the damage that Zatex puts up, right? But still not enough. Still not enough. All right. Let's see. Did we not get an invite again? No, we're still finalizing lineups. Okay. And invites are not been sent out yet. All right, let's go double check our bans. Let's just remind ourselves. It was Hybrid for map 2, Hollywood, banned out there by Shikigami Midori. There's the magical sound of map 2. Checking it around the leg while we're waiting for everybody to get in the lobby. Let's see. Is that a map score or a match score? Okay, no, that's a map score. So Boot Trooper up 1-0 over Phoenix Guard there in the lower bracket. Tapire looked to be up 1-0 there in their match over ASU. So again, yeah, ASU just not at full strength. This is what I was afraid of, with them not being at full strength. Yeah, I mean, there's 4 deaths total there in map 1 for Tapire. They're too strong a team to not walk in with all your starters. All right, hey, that's us loading in. Let's lower our copyright-free music. Thank you very much, appreciate you. But it's time for map 2. Find somewhere fun to stick our camera. That'll do. Overlooking the peaceful streets of London here. Won't be peaceful for long, will they? So what happens when you bring a couple Gatling guns in? Turns into Peaky Blinders real quick.
Saddle up. We got work to do.
All right. Very interesting look here with the Ash Genji on the defense. Zach once again showing us the Pharah. Kermit yet another hit scan. So we're playing the high ground game? We are playing the high ground game here. We have, it looks like a Sakai Sniper just holding hotel for the moment. But we've got 4 pushing up top. Zatex finds the shot all the way deep there on the Ash. Now pressure forward there, see if they can get an exit pick on his Murphy X. First fight goes to the defense. All right, Kermit looking to find this long sight line. Set up here. Yeah, could just unlock this thing. That was just the headshot that Sakura was looking for. Now we've got Smurfix able to move on to the point, and Zach should be free to start dancing around here on this objective. First looking to just keep Sky Sniper contained there in the backline, marking that back flank. Sky Sniper's in very deep, but the Juno picked off now. Another beautiful shot from Kermit. Means Chain has to bail once that cardiac overdrive ends, which is about now. Big stomp on to Cooper. Oh, look at the body block from Chain. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, what a great take. Stepping in front of the bullets. Get down, Mr. President. Cooper's still alive and standing. Does that give him time for a retake? Ew, it might. The counter pin denied Chain and the barrage over the top. You at least force Sakura to spin something for the cap. Zach will end up with a three-piece when it's all said and done, though. Orbital Ray, Cage Fight ready to go on the way in here. Cage Blade, classic combo as far as Maga metas are concerned. And say Zach was way far forward. Kermit drops the sights, so still just holding up there with some brig packs. Eventually he's going to go ahead and give up that space. Can't hold him against that Maga for long. And both Magas with playing a game of chicken on the corner. Just run head-to-head into each other as I run the camera into a wall. Oh, let's get back onto this objective where Cooper has dropped a rally. That's a lot of ults invested there from Midori. Mr. Butler will clean up with a pair. Double support ults, everything. Big, nasty fight by the bookstore. What in which Midori finds themselves still 5 strong after the dust settles. Oh, that took with a good pick early. Follows up with another one. We're seeing the Ash get a moment to shine here. A rare moment for the hit scan to pop off in what has been a pretty exclusively double flex DPS meta. Both Zatex and Kermit have had some pop-off moments here on this map. Kermit's been kind of quiet since that point got unlocked, though, I will say. Window can be harder to fight into. So can a Dragon Blade. That's 2 supports with the slice of 1 blade. It slices and dices and turns your supports into french fries. Back on a point, there's a little back cap going on. Very little back cap. Zach, you on a tour of King's Row back here? Still a bit of an Ash duel going on between the window and that high ground. Zatex is going to finally make the rotation. We're going to battle for the corner. We're going to start getting ults coming up online. Paradox has an important one here, but it's going to be Sakura who pulls the trigger on this first. And Smurfix gets the huge stomp down into the back line. Paradox gets canceled. Paradox ultimate, not here. No help from space. The coordinates were not found. Error 404. Satellite malfunction. 2 points on the board here for Sakura. Let's get another $130 on that time bank, totaling 3 here to push through the Foundry. It was threatening to be a big rock show, but you know what? No one showed up for Chain's concert. That's the worst. Smurfix now looking to put on a party. We're going to get the cage fight onto Chain. The bomb just smashes through Chain's face. That just looked painful. Take 2 Anvil and call me on your attack, because this defense is crumbling. Shade's going to be feeling that one in the morning. I mean, beautiful Bob combo. And Sakura's able to hold on to both Rally and this blade on the back of this point. Zach's going to go and pull out the blade, but Kermit is down. Can't equalize. The three squishies are able to back up into the spawn. Paradox has got safety up on top. And here comes Cooper, trying to see if they can punish this positioning from Zach. They will find that kill. And the defense will stabilize on the back of that. The Rally blade falls flat. And Zach tried to get just too ambitious, playing right in front of the spawn doors. Who else watching with their Rhine shield out? You damn right, Jack. You damn right. All right, right side rotation. Whoop. That's a speed ring. Yeah, they found something. Sky Sniper said, I'm hungry and that's dinner. Free feast. Here in the alley, like a food truck full of Sakura. What a pounce. Great recognition. Everybody from Midori, I mean, making the read, making the call. You get the speed ring, overrun, and the dash. Catches Sakura very flat-footed inside that tiny hallway, or whatever we want to call that. That was sights thrown in here from the defense. Lot of tools here from Midori to make this whole. Most notably the orbital, not to mention the cage. Zaytek. Oh, wow. And it's a 5v4. Shane demands that people show up to his concert this time around. Orbital right now thrown in, and all guns are pointed at the Maga. The Murphy experts try to sprint out, will not get the touch. The Midori will hang on.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiate.
Nitro Burn, thanks for the follow, by the way. I just saw that. Thank you. Sorry I missed that earlier. There it is, the terrifying gap. The eater of graviton surges and blizzards everywhere. Alright, sorry. Oh, I was just having some PTSD. Full high ground setup with, you know, the way we saw Kermit shooting there on that first point. Could be a cornerstone of this point A defense here for Sakura. If they're able to stay alive, of course. Zach and this guy's back with the Pharah. Just watch hotel side. Everybody else on high ground. Zaytex does roll out with this Widowmaker. Sky Sniper pulls out a Pharah. They're up. Oh, it's nice to see Sky Sniper back in action. I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen Sky Sniper play. Norfolk's trying to regroup with the team. Chain on the ground ends up just taking too much damage. The entirety of the Sakura defense ends up down low in Hotel. Zaytek's not quite finding what they're looking for. End up heading back into squad. Looking maybe for an Ash change? Yes, indeed. Early pressure on that high ground. Yeah, I was going to say, Cooper was way caught out on an island, just separated from the team. And this is just more time off the clock here from Midori, right? Sakura's happy to just sit back and watch that time dwindle down. The boop right on off. Chain. All that work to try to get a high ground just gets booped right off. It's all right. Unfazed. Just moves right on to the point. Taking a lot of shots from Kermit there on the high ground. Kermit's going to drop down, make this rotation. And there's still a bit of the duel there in the back line with Zatex. First seemed pretty evenly matched as far as this hit scan duel has been concerned. Although it was a nice big chunky dynamite up to that high ground. Kermit has this Bob now ready to go, but Chain takes them down. Chain's going to go down in their own right. This Murphy-X is just protecting this archway. Although Zatex and Cooper have gotten kills. Can they swing it? Sky Sniper! Will takes Murphy-X down. It does take 2 ults to make that happen. So you get the barrage as well as the orbital ray out of Midori here on this attack. But of course they do get that point on the board. Cage fight now up. Ooh, Zach's barrage. Try to be used defensively, but Sky Sniper hits the direct. Now Kongs forward, see if they can clean up. Oh, gets a nice direct on a Kermit as well. The Sky Sniper's far out here has just been a joy to behold. You're gonna get, who was that? W Asian girl caught out. A lot of forward pressure, but eventually Midori are forced back here. You build up towards another Bob and another rally. They're going to throw the former in immediately as Bob lands in the corner with the over one. What the double smash in there from the Malga as well as the Bob? Oh, Smurfx just got absolutely bullied. That was not fair. Not fair. Okay, so let's go Sakura. Nog for Grace. A bit of a duel up top there, I think, between Sky Sniper and, well, everybody. So defensive Bob thrown onto the corner. Murphy-X looking to hunt these two down. Chain with a little bit of body blocking, and that kill onto Zach. Somehow Sky Sniper is just skedaddled right on out of there. Finds himself in a very strong spot. Get that shot down into Kermit. Despite the orbital ray in, the barrage coming in on top through double support ults. Sky Sniper has managed to pick off both of your healers. Oh, and lands a direct onto each DPS. I mean, just a warning shot across the bow. That was the kill. That was the pressure release valve that Sakura desperately needed here. I mean, of course, Chain could still flip this with an orbital, but running into a cage fight on the other side. Defense actually feeling pretty good, but lots of time to hold off for, you know, it was not very much distance to go. One team fight could get you there. And there's no extras here. Remember, Sakura did not get the third cap, so it's all or nothing. Kermit! Try to make it all for Sakura. Pair of fantastic kills, back to back. Good, I'm getting around this corner. Ooh. I think Kermit getting hot will be a key to making this hold, to tying this series. It's a lower bracket match. There's no safety net. Bob, orbital, throw it in and try to protect against the barrage, but Zach is still able to get Cooper anyway. But it's a 2-for-2 trade. Both DPS out of the fight here for Sakura as Chain rushes forward. With the help from Paradox, finds that kill on the Bolting K. Now Smurfy is just back against the wall. No mini, caged in. Which caged animal is going to come out on top? The healing from W Asian Girl now denied as Shane decided, wait a minute, let's take the Brig out of this equation. And now we're dangerously close to a Midori dub here on King's Row. It's just Zack on a Venture standing in the way. The Orbital is going to move off of the point. Bolting King trying to fight in it for as long as possible. It was taking damage from the back and the front. Midori surround and overcome. Take map 2. Their lead now 2-0 in the series on match point. I think I'm more meant survive and overwhelm. I think it was more what I was going for there. You get the point. You get the point, all right? It was a fantastic finish. Fantastic map out of Midori. And they are threatening for history to repeat itself here with yet another 3-0, just as we saw in Week 7 here of the regular season. Stats there from map 3. I mean, looking pretty darn even. Shane leading the servers to be expected in Amalgamator. Your winning team, Malga, is just putting out so much damage into the other team's Malga. But DPS line, you know, getting that extra, just that extra little bit of oomph. I mean, Sakura really fight back. I mean, once again, if we look back at map 1, remember Sakura's DPS line put out way more damage in totality, but weren't getting the final blows to go with it. So, I mean, Sakura definitely finding more of that there in map 2. I mean, Zack coming alive there all that far a bit. It was an awesome Sparrow duel. I have to get the edge. This guy sniper there. All right. A reminder of the bands. Was Esperanza band out here for map number 3, heading into push, and a Midori map pick as they're looking to close out this series. How was that fade? Big hype, like EDM intro into Rundasapi.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one.
Ooh, okay.
In 30 seconds.
Smurfix has decided to show us something a little different here as we head into map 3. And Kermit is finally off the hard hit scan, and now on to a Sombra, which of course you can do. You know, EMP will immediately break cage, but you got to survive long enough to build one up, and it's just 2 quick, very lightning fast kills. They're out of Midori to start off this map. Ooh. The headshot pick on his Murphy X as well. All right, push it from the outside. So how does Kermit try to set up in this? What is your hack target? I mean, see Kermit at all in this fight. Not able to look. They're not able to get it. Okay, now Kermit trying to recoil in. Shane is hacked up. Did they interrupt the cardiac overdrive? I think got denied there because of that manual hack. So showing up late in the fight, Kermit does in fact make a huge difference, and they don't deny the cap, but they at least win the point, and Sakura get TS1 march in the other direction. Ooh, some exit picks here would be huge. A little fight going on the inside here. Checking with Zatex on this Reaper. And just kind of he's ready to avoid Smurfy returning back to main here with the rest of the squad. Duplicate ready to go here for Zach. And they're pushing in over the top. Going to drop that dupe onto Amalga. I heard they had the orbital thrown in from Paradox here. So Zach immediately backing up and kind of regrouping at the top of the hill with the rest of Sakura. Awaiting the overrun, which inevitably does come in from Chain, but still not able to find much value with that duplicate. Rally up from Cooper. The stun in on Smurfy. They just get punished. I don't think they stopped flying backwards until they hit the spawn door. Sparrow, thank you for the follow. Says go Shiki go. Sure. Kermit on the inside. They're trying to get to the last of this EMP. And you do have the cage fight on the other side. Are they going to try to initiate with this? Ooh, I think you're better off using this as a counterpunch, but hey, you know what? Kermit probably knows better than I do. We'll see what ends up happening. You do have this rally to work with. There's the cage fight. Only catches Smurfy X with it. There comes the EMP from the right-hand side, and Zatex take it down immediately. I think I wanted to try to cancel Death Blossom as well. But, you know, with the orbital thrown in, it is enough to take the fight. No rally necessary. So Sakura able to hold on to at least one of their ultimates heading into this next engagement. And they're keeping this close. It's been a back and forth. We've had, you know, a team fight go each direction. Unfortunately for Sakura, they did give up the cap there after losing that second one. Actually, it was winning that one. They won that second team fight. That's a Zatex Death Blossom. We were watching Smurfix there on the left-hand side. I didn't imagine like the supports got so separated. And, I mean, Zatex found a perfect opportunity. Oh, made yourself known there with that virus. Kermit sneaks on out of there. But a great read there out of Zatex and Midori. Recognize the separated brig. Push to the inside. Oh. There tries to be a rush into the back, but if Ichigo gets one good boop, I'm not sure you're going to win that one out. There's the stun and gets the kill. So I mean, he has to fall all the way back to the arches. And Smurfy X able to clean up there despite a huge separation in the ranks of Sakura. Each individual able to barely hold on, win out in their duels. And we'll once again swing this thing right back the other way. I mean, it's kind of how it's felt the whole series, where, I mean, this has been very close back and forth through every team fight, it seems like. But Midori still with the lead, both in the series and in the map. Hutch, thank you for the follow. Laga dupe there out of Zach. Oh, the Rampage stunned! Smurfix shut down! Oh no! Cooper was ready for that one. And that hurts. With, you know, just crossing the halfway mark in the map, that one hurts. What a play out of Cooper. Cage fight's gonna catch Smurfy X in it. Zatex hacked up, but the orbital ray is there despite the EMP. Chain does still fall, but it's a quick disengage here from Sakura out of the orbital. Hack it from the outside. Who are you after? It's gonna be the brig that under the duress here. Ooh, but the bailout is there. The peel from Sky Sniper is good. Still, it's traded. Zack is able to keep Sakura fighting here in this engagement. Death Blossom used. It looked like 38 girl, I mean, just shield bash backwards. The reaction time on that was so good, but still overwhelming forces there from Midori, and they will persist. Yeah, I was thinking for the follow. Blade out Sky Sniper here. Looking to try to seal the deal. I mean, running into that Brig Rally is no easy feat, though. His chain can certainly tell you now. Look at all the assists there in that kill onto the Mal. Everybody getting involved in that one. Both support outside of Sakura here to help Sakura this last fight. Help Sakura this last fight. All right, that was bad. Wait, who's cooking? I'm sure there's some smart segue here. Watching for... Zack is able to get one in the neutral. So watching for the Echo engage. Nice little push and pull there. Kermit providing some excellent pressure. Does end up dying on that outside, but that flank pulled so much attention from Midori. Got a ton of value out of that from Kermit, even though that they didn't find themselves on the in the correct side of the kill feed. It was a really nice move, creating a mismatch for in Sakura's favor there throughout that fight. $1:30 to go. Definitely time to swing this, but Sakura needs to start mounting some fight wins back to back. They do have a rally to work with. Can't get this one stunned out. Cooper's still a little bit off on, excuse me. Smurfix has a rampage they can't afford to get stunned out. Oh, but it's Zack with first blood yet again. They're from the backside, moves in on the hard flank, and delivers another fight win. No rampage needed out of Smurfix. Rampage right through Shane's overrun. Zatex gets the Death Blossom right on the corner and just kind of forces everybody from Sakura back. But Zack comes in from behind. Ooh, just outman. Runs themselves into a mismatch while the rest of Sakura was disengaging. I think the rest of the team was ready for that one. Kermit finds themselves alone in a 1v2, also in a mismatch. Midori doing such a great job of creating these little 3v1s and 2v1s amidst the team fight. They just picked this one clean apart. Nothing but bones left here. TS1 now left alone. Smurfix has to make a swap. Kermit with a desperation overclock, looking for the hero play to keep Sakura's season alive. It's just not going to happen. Alone Zack on the point. Does get the yellow bar started, but it's not going to last long. One by one. Here comes Sakura. Smurfix hiding on the wrecking ball in the back line. See if they can trade out with Bolton Cake, who's dropped an orbital ray coming out from the doorway. Rally's thrown into the mix as well, so it's just a stall game here from Sakura. See if they can get anything done in the meantime. But they're not finding any picks, no damage outgoing, just a desperate to survive. Unfortunately for Sakura, history will in fact repeat itself, and Shikigami Midori take the 3-0 here today. All right. There we have it, friends. Once again, I mean, super close. Even by looking at our stats here, I mean, it feels like almost the same number of team fight wins for both sides, right? I mean, there's that one extra team fight win for Midori. is how that reads. Again, I mean, the damage from Kermit and Zach higher than their opposition. Murphy's keeping right in tow, but it's just that extra little bit. Finding those extra final blows, making good on those little pushes and those little moves. You know, some spectacular reads to find Sakura out of position on a couple of occasions. Seems like Zatex was always involved in those reads. Fantastic matchup.